Okay, ZEALS are in fact real. That's a thing. So yeah, I'm live. That's cool. Hope this goes out well. ZEALS are real. How real? So real. How real? I need to promote this. Yeah, people get the notification. ZEALS are real. I'm live. I think. Yes, I am. Okay, so no one's here yet. But soon. Soon. Oh, I'm doing good today. Hey, what up, Tonka Tonk? What up, guys? Hope you guys are doing pretty good. Fix the upside down one? Here, I'll make it symmetrical. There we go. Perfect. No. Okay. There we go. I got some Biscoffs though. Some Lotus Biscoffs, you guys know what I'm saying? Twitch, please update. You guys hear me okay today? Audio coming okay? I might have reduced my gain a little bit on my microphone for when I desolder, for the few times I do. But I'm hoping overall that will make it fine. Sweet. What up, Zeal? Audio's fine. By the way, if you guys want context, I'm sitting on my chair. This is the box. It goes to the ground. It's a big one. It's a big one. This light is kind of obnoxious for you, I'm sure. I'll work on fixing that. That's just gonna be how it is, I think. This camera's just gonna always look overly exposed. Actually, I can fix that. I have the technology. No, I don't. I don't have the technology, so I can't fix it for now. But in the future, I'll actually download the driver for this webcam so I can adjust so I don't look so ghostly. ZEALS are real, guys. Hope you guys are ready to see some cool things, like my name. See, like there's a bag with my name on it. There happens to be some switches on it, but most importantly, my name's on it. So that's pretty cool. And also in my mail call, there's another bag that also has my name. Oh nope, it has my name on it, and it has some Helios. There we go. I got some switches. Cool. I got 70 V2 62 grams, and I got 90 Helios. And as a reference, I did receive some other smaller samples of V2s, but I did request enough to build with both of these. And I got some Biscoff cookies, courtesy of Zeal. So I think are Biscoff cookies the new green tea Kit Kats? I hope they are. I hope they are. What's my preferred spring weight? Depends on the switch. Biscoff giveaway. Biscoff's gonna need to sponsor me first. Pretty excited. Pretty excited overall, though. If you guys haven't seen, I also got this new Switch mod station, so some of my older projects, I gotta mod them up. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Are they good with coffee or black tea? Good with both? IMO? It's also just good like plain even. Yeah, I want to say shout out to Zeal, because if you guys don't know anything about these cookies, none of them came cracked, by the way. Like, these are all intact cookies that Zeal shipped. So this is a testament to Zeal's shipping ability, by the way. Yeah. DHL, one-dayed them. No cracked cookies. The cookies came very well wrapped. So, I have 2 potential builds today. I don't know if I'll do both of them. I'll do at least one. Probably this one? Maybe this one. I know Brian's going to be streaming tomorrow as well, so it's going to be another Zeal V2 build stream. But I got today. So here are my choices. I got 90 Helios because I was thinking of putting them in my Mira, which is currently desoldered, so it's completely open, available to be built up. Alternatively, I could use these V2 Zelios in just about anything. I could desolder my TX60, or I can desolder basically any of my 60%. So that's kind of what we're doing. I can probably end up doing both, but which one do you guys want to see first? That's kind of where we're at right now, where we're at today. I'm pretty excited. I feel pumped. I had like a 24-ounce monster right after I got off work because I knew this was gonna happen. So I'm just like I'm ready. And this had a small iced coffee, tiny little canned Mr. Coffee, Mr. Brown iced coffee. If you guys know what I'm talking about. So I'm pretty Gucci. Pretty Gucci about this whole thing. So I'm feeling good today. I can show you guys some close-ups soon. I'm pretty sure my camera microscope is set up already. So Mr. Brown coffee and biscuit. I can get another Mr. Brown coffee right now to drink with these Biscoffs. That could be a good idea. But let's get to it. I'm gonna start with at least showing you guys one of each switch. I think you guys are a bit curious about these. So here's a Helios. It is. I'm gonna give you guys a zoom in, and I'm gonna take out a Zeal switch. Here we go. Okay, Helios. In my hand, pretty good. Pretty good. Quiet. Smooth. Like, smooth. Smooth. For reals. Very, very appealing. Very appealing. So appealing, I need to fix my freaking focus. Come on. There we go. No, it's still focusing on the background. Whatever. I'll zoom out so it looks better. Now let's talk about this version 2 of the Zelio. I know this is a big thing that we got to talk about today, because most people have seen the email or heard about the email when Zeal announced these. He's like, these are gonna throw Holy Pandas under the bus. You don't need Holy Pandas when you got Zeal V2s. Okay, pushing it here. I'm not gonna lie, it feels really good. Has a nice, does have a very nice snap, very similar to Holy Pandas. I'm gonna grab a Holy Panda board so we can get a side by side, a side by side. Okay. So this is my Alice that you guys should all hopefully know about. That I did build. These are very lubed Holy Pandas, but they have a nice high roundness. And here is this switch right here. Feels pretty good. So it has a higher top. Okay, let me find the correct words to phrase this. I need to compare similar spring weights. It's okay. I can still compare bump. Because they're still pretty close. So the 62 gram Zelio V2 has a very high up top bump. Very high up top bump. And you hit that bump and you are sent rapidly downwards in motion. And that rapid movement, which is the spring increasing only at a linear rate compared to the bump, gives you a large sense of tactility. I like this. No, I really do like this. Like, based off this pack that I have just in my hand unbuilt, I would much rather buy Zelios at a full $1 a switch than a Holy Panda. This is unbuilt so far. I haven't built this up. That's my first initial impressions upon unboxing, unbagging this. Oof. You guys hear that? Even sounds like pretty decent, right? I kind of want to build. We're gonna build both tonight. Tonight we're gonna build both, guys. I'm gonna keep going until both keyboards are built. Gosh darn it, we're gonna do it. But you guys want to see the Helios first, so I'm gonna build the Helios first. I have high hopes for the Helios. I really do. They feel really smooth. Let me. Let me just take apart a switch for you, because I am a team player. Team player. Don't worry, guys. Give me just one moment. Window capture. Bam. Bam. Green eggs. Don't capture OBS. It's dumb. Capture this guy right here. Bam. Live editing for you guys. Because who cares about preparing things ahead of time when you're just too excited? You're just too excited, okay? So let me take one of my KeyBoss switch openers right here on the center screen. I'm just going to pop it open. Pops open nice and easy. I'm going to grab some tweezers and we're going to examine the Helios stem. Those are my nasty fingers. There it is. Helios stem. So he did switch to the new 3-prong on the bottom, similar to Cherry. We got the 1 rubber pad on top, 3 on the bottom, and per each side. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So I'm pretty excited for this, guys. Pretty excited for this. Let's see how they turn out. Put these tweezers back. Let's close this switch up. Dang. I'm so excited. NGL. Man, what should I build the... Oh, okay. Well, let's get to it. Let's get to it. I am Hyperino up the wazoo because you know what? I got a mirror that needs to be built. This is going to be a stainless steel plate. So people are going to argue whether or not this is going to be good for linears. I don't care. So either I use the default PCB, or because I have some, you know, transparent ZEAL housings, I can bust out the C3 PCB with all those R's, G's, and B's. What do you guys think? Should I go full rugga buzz, or do I stick with this boy? What do you guys think? I'll let you guys decide as I get my surface ready for the build. Oh, this is heavy. This is heavy. Use it on the unicorn. No lights. No lights on the mirror. Non-RGB. UC3 on the unicorn. So in the future, you guys want to see a stream where I desolder the unicorn and rebuild it with this PCB. Because the only thing with this PCB is there's top glow, but there's no bottom glow. The unicorn is all acrylic, including all the bottom. That's why I figured this would be best in the mirror. Because the only side glow for this, for example, is just like these little strips in the side. That's the thing about this PCB. It's only top glow RGB, not bottom. If it was top and bottom, heck yeah for that acrylic. That's why I was thinking. Yeah, I know what you guys are thinking. If I had the full top and bottom on the unicorn, it would be perfecto. But nope, just the in switch. Non-bottom glow on unicorn is a waste. Doesn't matter, says Nebulance. There's the weights. Let's start taking this apart, shall we? Shall we? We shall. And the size for this is probably 2.5 because the world hates Huey. So let's get to it. Where is that 2.5 hex? 2.5 hex. Here's the 2.5. Or is it? There's 2.5, not 3. Yep, 2.5. Okay. Okay. So, RGB, non-RGB, doesn't matter. I mean, if it doesn't matter, I might as well just like switch to a new PCB then, right? Let's grab one of these. It's not even magnetic. Doesn't even matter that much. Well, ZEALS said RGB, so maybe RGB is a good idea. This board has been unbuilt for like a month and a half, 2 months. So I'm so happy I can rebuild it and use it again. Come on, non-magnetic screws are dumb. Oh, okay, so the whole bottom part is actually a giant acrylic thing, which is really cool. Yeah, I love this case, guys. Here's the weight, the inside. So like even on the outside, all you see is the, you know, the moons. Like, bang. They still give you some weight. They give you some oomph. They like you enough to give you some oomph. So let me I also wish the mirror had feet CNC'd. Bump on recesses as well. I wish the mirror shipped with bump ons because what's his face forgot to ship them. Let me test if this PCB works. Which I should probably do. I've never actually put this PCB in yet. Ah! Well, you guys can see from there. It's pretty bright. So, all of them work. Oh my god, that was bright though. I was not expecting that. Of course, they switch hex sizes in the middle of the board from a 2.5 outside to a 2 in the inside. Not even magnetic. Hey, what up, Zerpocalypse? Hey, thanks everyone for joining today. Hope you guys are excited about this build stream as I am. Because, yeah. Yes, it should be button head, because these screws where they go in aren't countersunk, so countersunk screws don't matter here. Let me just awkwardly lift this out. Here we go. I'm going to recycle these stabs for the new PCB. Okay. Let's grab this plate. So there's one thing I think you guys will like that's funny. Okay, let me just make sure I have all my screws. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, really funny, guys. There is the mirror logo on the outside, but when you take the plate out, there's also the same mirror cut out on the inside. Just want to make sure the USB port for this PCB also fits where it's supposed to. Yes, it's on the top. But does the port fit? The port does fit. And the stabs for the spacebar go the same way. Sweet. So it's going to be a match. Okay, let's put this top of the case over here. Let's take a look at these stabilizers. Time for the stabilizers to move them over, which means I need to get another hex bit. Not another hex bit, I need to get a Phillips head out. Because that's the life of keyboard building. Hey look guys, this piece of paper, the time before I had nylon washers. What a time. But look guys, at least these are magnetic. At least these are magnetic. Hey Poochzag, thanks for so much for 3 months in a row. Heck yeah. Thank you so much, buddy. Hope you guys will enjoy the stream today, because I got a lot to work on. Probably 2 boards to build up. Probably 2 boards to build up. Cthulhu, if you just look up M2 nylon washers on Amazon, there's going to be a ton of different options. Music. I do not have music on, and the main reason is, I guess it's something new I'm trying, because some people have asked, like, hey, can we try a period of no music so we can put our own music on? I'm like, yeah, sure. Rumai, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's why there is no music going on right now. Thanks, Neb, for a washer link. I paid like $5 for like 1,600 washers or something ridiculous like that. Like 500, 600, 800 washers. I just have like a ridiculous amount of washers, so even when I don't need washers, I'll use washers. Just because scrub-a-dub-a-dub. Hey, Chemicaro, thank you so much for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Every little bit helps Top Clack out, and greatly appreciate it. Okay, so all the stabs are all unscrewed. So what I'm going to do next, now they're all unscrewed, is I'm going to double check to see which ones I need to, might want to re-lube, know what I'm saying? Oof. L3. So this should be decent. There's also slots if you want to put some RGB, notification RGBs or just normal RGBs right there. They do hover in plates. Okay. You know, arguably, I could in the future do underglow on this because I do have a grounds, data, and a 5 volts power. So in the future, I could put an underglow strip, but I have to do it myself. Maybe that's a video I could do in the future. I don't know if people care to learn how to do that, but if you do have those open pins, it's pretty easy to do. And I even have two 3.3 voltage pins with data, something, and ground. Don't blow the USB port doing that. Just one strip is okay. I'm not gonna pull too many amps. Gonna re-lube this one for sure. Let's get my lubing stuff out. Lube brush, silicone brush, the classic. All my lubing stabs with, I am still using the tried and true dielectric grease and washers. I love this workbench, just having like this little bench underneath me as well. I mean, I can't really tuck my feet into it comfortable, but it's lube time. It's lube time. It's lubing time. You know, when your stabs are dry, it's time for lubing. That's why they call it lubing time. And that's what I'm working on now. So let's put this nope. Stab wires and my bits are indeed magnetic. Let's put this on this opposite side then, so I can move the PCB up in case you guys want to see what I'm doing. Let's get to work. The feel when you realize you actually might be too hyper for this, so your fingers are like slightly jittery. Because 24 ounces of Monster and a Mr. Coffee. It's okay. I persevere. Words. And I also get phone calls. Eh. Yo, I'm... Oh, okay. Hung up as soon as I picked up. Savage. I was literally about to answer the phone with, yo, I'm streaming. Watching the stream. Highly doubt it. Am I using silicone brushes? Yes, I use silicone brushes for my stabilizers. For normal switches, I'll switch to normal brushes. For dielectric grease, I find it really easy to spread around how I like with the silicone brush, as opposed to a normal brush. Ah, shit. Very good. Very good. One stabilizer down. Oof, C3 has like learned from Zeal in terms of in RGB with those RGBs for the stabilizers. As if I was going to use clear stabilizers. Man, maybe in the future I should rebuild this with some Zeal stabilizers to take advantage of those sick R's, G's, and B's for the stabilizers. Those are actually ISO stabs. ISO RGBs. Oh, that's true. But you know what? They work perfectly for the stabilizers. Because ANSI, master life. Come on. Is this the V2 hype? It can be if you'd like it to be. Sorry if the crinkling plastic is loud. B-dubs. Perfect. One down. Let's see the space bar. Do I need to redo you? Yeah. I should. I'm redoing everything. Might as well redo everything. Let me get a small little hand rag, because lube is going to get annoying. And we building. How is everyone doing today? It's a halfway point in the week for most of us. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. Everything's going hopefully according to your plans. As we look forward to hopefully another wonderful weekend. But how's everyone doing, huh? Do I ever run in stab shorting when I screw them in? Just building a first floor with screw-in stabs now. I have personally never had a short due to screw-in stabilizers, but I know someone who did kill their PCB because of a screw-in stabilizer that they didn't insulate. So I mean, like for $5 basically, or $8 for 1,600 of them, it's no point to like not. So Huey shorting with screws and stabs isn't an issue with RGB PCBs because no 2-pin LED pads. Makes sense. So I mean, it's like it's no extra effort to add washers. None. For me at least. No extra effort to add washers. So I'm going to do it even when I do not need it. Just because life is simple. Other than your retool blacks not showing up today like they're supposed to, it's going well. Cthulhu, what are you planning on doing with those retooled blacks? Hopefully you got a pretty cool build planned out. IMO cutting up a small plastic bag works best, lowest profile. Yeah, that works really well for insulating. Definitely right about that. I just like the idea of using small little nylon washers, something more purpose made for the job. Any thoughts on TTC blacks yet, Huey? Stock? They have a lot of potential as linears. I need to lube mine. I need to desolder mine from my Viper soon, and then lube them. You guys might have seen my typing sounds I put up this morning. I actually had those typing sounds on queue for like the last 2 weeks to upload. I just forgot. That's why I put up 3 on my old desk, and they're not typed at my new desk here, my new workbench at least. So yeah, that one's my B. But I think they're pretty good. They have potential, so I'm definitely gonna take the time to actually lube and work on those TTC blacks to see what happens when I try to do what I can with those. Boop. Aiming for December. Heck yes. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna, based on just feeling these, I'm going to personally order for myself some more switches in different flavors and weights, which are the same thing in my lingo. I don't know why I said flavors and weights, but flavors and weights. So, I gotta start thinking about keycaps for this as well. And what I was thinking was putting on my BSP sets. BSP sets actually aren't the best in terms of sound, but they feel great. This is the beginning. Huey, what was that giant box I posted on Keep Talk? You mean this giant box? I guess you guys will have to find out later. Cat? What about cat? I could try this with a ton of different things. Which is the amazing thing. Wow, this is like bone dry for this one. Cat keycaps actually sound pretty good, IMO. I'm pretty sure I'm not using my cat set on anything, so I could use cat on this. I have all the compatibility, so. You know what I'm saying? I think Zeal knows what I'm saying. Is C3QMK? No, it's a insert Chinese thing here. Chinese programmer here. I'll live. Don't worry, guys. I will live. All the good stuff are group buys. Yes. Getting pretty excited to start soldering, guys. Not gonna lie. Moving through, moving through. I mean, Zeal could do like both a hot swap and a non-hot swap version. I mean, both. There's space on the market for both to exist at the same time. I do enjoy soldering though. It can be pretty nice. Still anti-hot swap, but we'll consider. Oof. Understandable. I'm honestly not caring that much about this stabilizer because this is for my right shift, which is the key I never press. Okay, I need to fix that stab over there. This is why you check things. New layouts require new PCBs. Yes. hot swap has always been like one of those baits where it's like convenience versus options, right? Because the thing about hot swap is you're mostly just going to be restricted to whatever layout it is. And kind of like what ZEALS says, it's a different market, but it's convenience versus options. That's how I always see it. And you know, people who are newer in the community or people who just don't want to solder, for them it's more about convenience. People who like the options would rather solder, and that's kind of the thing that like it just plays on one or the other. So all the dried lube here is just like dried super lube. That's why I don't use super lube anymore, and I use dielectric grease now, because this doesn't let me down. Also can't use solder switches in hot swap. Switch solder advantage, yep. Well, you can use them. You just have to make sure the pins are very, very clean, but it's still like not even recommended at that point. Like Kale with their hot swap sockets will be like, nope, we do not recommend using desoldered switches, and they just kind of a blanket anti-recommendation for it because they don't know how well people can clean pins, which is completely fair. $59 viewers. Oh my goodness. Thank you everyone so much for joining me. I'm just lubing some stabs, and after I lube these stabilizers, I will be on the way to soldering with some Helios into my mirror on this C3 PCB. That's going to be very bright and hopefully not blinding because of the switches, but it's going to be very bright. That much I know. That much I'm pretty confident of. Okay. Rama's hot swap boards are all overbuilt and intricately designed intro boards to you. Overbuilt. What does it mean to have an overbuilt hot swap PCB? I don't know what that means. I think even overbuilt as in the keyboard. Have I used MX Xylence before to compare to the ZEALS? I have used MX Xylence before, and I do not like MX Xylence. I do not like MX Xylence. That is Huey. I used to have them on my TX60, and when I had them on my TX60, I just thought my TX60 was like it was a bad keyboard. Then I took out the those stems and replaced those stems with like just black panda stems. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good, sweet. Wix Blue. What do you mean I don't use Super Lube anymore? I know Super Lube is the brand. I'm talking about like the most generic Super Lube that most people use for stabilizers. I know they make dielectric grease too. I don't use their dielectric grease either. I use Permatex. I'm always going to be using this so far until I find something better. The 22058 dielectric grease. I have the Super Lube. I don't use anymore. Do you want to know what number I'm talking about? Specifically, I do not use this silicone lubricating grease with PTFE anymore. Wix. This is the one I do not use anymore. Huey, your hands are shaking from caffeine. A little bit. Some water to dilute my body. That's how it works, right? That's good. Permatex makes some damn good products. Well, I like my dielectric. My main complaint is their caps are super flimsy. This is what happened to my cap. It was like the first day too. First or second day. Doesn't it suck? That sucks. Honestly, like the worst part. Otherwise, I love the dielectric grease for stabilizers. The Super Lube stuff. Don't use it ever. I don't use it anymore. I know Brian and a few other people still like using it. It still works fine for them. Not for me. Not for me. Asking for a friend, have I tried different stem and ZEAL housings yet? The new ZEAL housings? Or, like, what do you mean different stem and ZEAL housings? Like, in general, yes, I have tried those. Different stems and ZEAL housings. I don't know if you mean a particular stem. Just use 205. Use a bunch of different Permatex stuff and building, engines, and general maintenance. That is good. I'm probably like, this is probably like for something way more serious than like keyboard stabilizers, but I really enjoy it for keyboard stabilizers. Tactile specifically, he wants to know, is the leaf for the stem? Mech Merlin trying out Halo stems and V2 Zelios housings and keyboard talk. Nice. Let me know how that goes. Almost done. Other half of the stabilizer, then I'm going to start setting up all the soldering stuff. Then we're in business, everyone. I know Zeal did change for the new tactiles, or for all of them, I guess. He changed the stem and the leaf. The housings, of course, they're not going to be as thumb-killing with PCB mount holes, which I will find out. I think he's going to change those further, though. But hopefully these ones don't kill my thumbs when I put these ones in. That's going to be the first tests. That's going to be the practical tests of me using these. And housing 2. So it's basically, I mean, it's in the name V2. It's just a complete overhaul of the Switch as we know it. And, you know, everything on paper says, hell yeah. So, Let's see how this translates under our fingertips. Because that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Okay, I'm gonna get the last two. Bam and bam. There I go. Still a little paper washer on here. I'll remove as I drop my screw. Ugh. Yes, well, one of Zeal's main goals, he told me in the housing change, was fixing those PCB pegs because they're kind of brutal. Even for some of the Gator, even the stock Gatoron ones can be kind of brutal depending on the PCB. Like my exclusive Gatorons, I had to cut those when I wanted to try to put them in my plate and PCB for my 910. So, I guess we're ready. I'm going to go to the restroom. Then we're going to get started. You guys can guess what's in this box. It's okay, guys. It's just my mirror housing. I'm back. Ugh. Holy Zeals. I'm curious about Holy Zeals too. But first, I'm curious about these Helios. That's what we're here for first. So, plates. Oof, look at those strategic relief cuts. Okay, will I hurt my thumbs? Press 1 if you think I'm going to hurt my thumbs. Press 2 if you do not think I'm going to hurt my thumbs. Well, these are really convenient. I'm gonna go with I'm not hurting my thumbs. Although, arguably, if you look here, bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. There we go. See? Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Let's go to the next one real quick. Together now. Together now. Isn't that nice and easy? Oops. And straighten that pin a little bit. So, pretty nice and easy. Let me just zoom out. And then let me actually I forgot I need to grab a rag to wipe the surface off of the lube. Too easy. I agree, a tiny bit of friction would actually help. Not too much, but just a tiny bit. These go in pretty easy, and they do seem like they would hold, though, once you have enough of them in. They're definitely on the easy side in terms of making sure that they fit into the PCB. Could be this PCB. Not sure. Then again, it should be a standardized diameter. Should be. So unlike some of ZEALS' older switches, I don't know if you guys already noticed, but even on a steel plate, there's no like spring crunch, which was definitely a complaint on some rounds of switches he had. So far, nothing out of these Helios in terms of spring crunch that I've felt. So that's definitely a good sign. Because I know for a lot of people, I'd always really be like, yeah, I really like Xylens. I'd be like, asterisk, lube it, because there's some spring crunch. But now it seems like it's, at least with these, it's gone. I didn't feel any with the 62 gram V2 Helios either. So, yeah. So far, so good. Been clipping in the switches. These do look pretty nice. See, these are how hyped I was for these switches. These switches came today, and I'm building with them already. I've had tangerines in my possession for like a week now, and I still haven't built with them. I want to, but then this came, and I was like, oh baby. Chemicaro, thanks so much for joining during the time you did. And thank you for that Twitch Prime subscription earlier as well. Hope you enjoy the VOD when you catch up later. Have a wonderful time. Same shade as Hirose. I think it's a little different, a little bit. What did I use to program my VEA clone? I use Bootmapper Client. Aha, no fear against this switch because PCB mounts. No crooked pipe backslash for Huey today. Do you know if the board's QMK compatible? If you're talking about the split VEA clone, if it works in Bootmapper Client and it has a 32U4 microcontroller, then it can be backward engineered for QMK. Don't know how to do that. Definitely want to ask Mac Merlin. He would know how to do something like that. Making progress. Making progress. These are actually really easy to pop in. Easy enough to the point where I'm kind of actually even questioning if I'm even like feeling the PCB legs actually go in and just feeling the switch clip in, if you know what I mean. Plex, I'm sorry you cannot fast forward real life. I'll try to work faster. Oh, see, a switch fell out, which makes me wonder whether or not these... Maybe I didn't clip it in all the way, but I don't know. It just kind of popped out. Move it along with this. Capsules when you use the tangerines, they were brutal. Thumb is still bruised. Yeah, some Gatoron switches and Gatoron clones have a pretty fatty PCB pin legs. Tangerines would probably be rough as well, since they're all the same Gatoron housing, just in different colors. Okay, everything does in fact work. Straighten the leg. Wonder if Gatoron would ever switch over to Zeal finalizes. It depends if the housings belong to Zeal or Gatoron. If they belong to Zeal, it's up to him whether or not he wants to divulge that with Gatoron and allowing them to reduce their switches to his PCB pin specs. That's, yeah, the ball's in his, probably in his court in regards to that. Yeah, especially if he's, you know, afford, you know, the money it takes to, you know, change up the molds, change the tolerances, change the actual physical specifications. Maybe he would license them out to Gatoron. Oh dang, which ones do I do for the bottom row? I need to do... Start with well, let's start with the arrow cluster. That's easy to figure out. It's a... the inside most this way. Here we go. I did the inside most one. Then I did skip the windows, left alt. I did also the inside most one. And then for this one, after the space, I did right control, the inside most one. And then going inwards for the alt, I did inmost one. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, moment of truth. Will it all fit? So I want to do a test fit first. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I'm excited. I'm so excited. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Let's get the gloves out. This thing out. This thing out. Cute little stand out. Zeal does not like holy zeals. Interesting. Let's be responsible. Let's put gloves on. I'm not going to put the glasses on this time because, sorry, that's overkill. Okay. Worse than Xanda V2. Oof. The bump is less. Ah, that's hot. Okay, so I'm ready to solder. I'm going to turn on my extractor of the fumes. I'll move my lube out of the way. Let's get to it. Let's tin this a little bit. There we go. When did Huey start using soldering gloves? I started using it like a month ago, I think. It's actually less about the less about random splatters and just like people believe because I also kind of believe it because I solder so much. People do watch a lot of my content. I figure I might as well just provide a safe example for people if they're going to use what I use as a safety. Honestly, I'm not regretting soldering gloves. These are just a pair of ESD gloves. They have like these grippy ends, but the grippy ends also stain really easily. So yeah, I started using gloves. I actually like the gloves now for soldering. I don't like them for anything else. I tried like working on stabilizers with the gloves on and like assembling keyboards and like, oh, what if I just use gloves the whole time like mechanics do? No, it's kind of hell. This is this TS100. You can buy the kit with different kinds of tips. This is the BC2 tip, which is the chisel type tip. You can buy a kit that does have the needle tip. I don't recommend that for most people who just want to do through-hole soldering. If you do get one, look for the one that has the BC2 included. Hey, Brick Cube. Hi, Olivia. School comes first, Shen. That's good. Olivia, have you got your NorCal tickets yet? Who's going to the NorCal meetup next month? Hope you guys are able to make it. It's gonna be a hoot and a holla. Through-hole pads look really small. Maybe it's just a camera. I don't know. Olivia, please, just buy the ticket for Craig. Kidnap him if he's like, I'm not sure. And then you'll be solid. And then take Steven when he gets back. Just tell him it's okay. Just keep your bag packed. You're already good to go. I think she's talking about plane tickets, Zeal. Which I think you should probably already have covered. I'm also excited about Helios, and that's why I'm building it first for my Zelios, which I will probably also build tonight after I build this. Helios are actually Philios. Helios are the linear silent switches. Silent Telios. Become the Helios. I'm making progress, everyone. I'm making progress. Sorry if I'm being quiet. I'm not looking up from chat. I'm just kind of concentrating on making sure I solder quickly, but good enough. Oh, hello, Geo. This is still live. Oh, this is 100% pre-recorded, completely. Solder fast. Olivia, just put me on 2 times speed. Oof. Oof. Helios 80% speed run. Making progress. Chat is an illusion. Pre-recorded weeks ago. This is pre-recorded in a alternate universe, in the beta timeline. This all happened a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. But in a galaxy where neither the prequels or the sequels happened, and we just had the original trilogy. Hey, Grog. This is the mirror I'm rebuilding with the C3 RGB PCB that you can see. Model M Space Saver. Some left Matthias board at work. Fingers have gotten weak since it's been a while. Gotta work on that. That's gonna be your weekly resistance training now. It's gotta, you know, hop on the Model M for 30 minutes a day. You know, get that finger cardio up. Really gets the blood in your fingers moving. Oof, making good progress. Hands are actually tired. Finger gains. 210 bottom out. Man, you're a wild man, you know that? A wild man. Ow. That hurt. A piece of solder or flux flew out and just hit me in my eyelid, near my eye. That hurt. Ow. That was distracting. Maybe I should wear my glasses today. This is what happens when I didn't wear my glasses. The worst part is that's like the same eye that I actually rubbed earlier when I was making spicy noodle, and that burned. Safety glass, Zeal, I'm ahead of you. Well, safety glasses. Safety glasses, guys. Now I'm just missing the lab coat. Safety glass with iron still in hand. Failed safety course. You know it. On top clack, we cut boxes with the knife heading towards you. Just in case we want to over leverage it and stab ourselves. It's like watching down the rail of a gun to see if anything's stuck. Missing. I have an ESD band too. I need to find it. I do actually have one. Better yet, I actually right next to me I have an ESD mat that I'm not building on. I actually do legitimately have an ESD mat that I hate to use because it feels bad. I just get an ESD floor mat. None of these views are officially endorsed by Top Flag. It's just the views of Huey. Huey. Running with scissors. I am top class. Bomb squad suit. Thanks, Olivia. I'm happy you enjoyed my Heavy 6. I won't say it's a review. I won't say it's an overview. That's. I like how I didn't put a spacebar switch in. Level 3 helmet. Oof. I think my my Heavy 6 overview is probably like one of the more cinematically artsy videos I've done. I did have fun making it, and I did make it in the span of like 2 days, unlike my CA66 review. But that one's that one's literally a nightmare to edit because I didn't organize it like I did with this recent one. I should have got the PC plate. Yeah, I should have. Okay, last 3 switches, last 2 switches, boys and girls. In theory, unless I skip switches, which could happen, because I am Huey. Oof. Feels probably done. Well, let's Did you ship me 91 switches? I have 6 switches remaining, and I built a Win Keyless TKL. So I guess you can do the math if you'd like. So I don't actually have a way to test it on this computer, so I have to move over to this computer. Earlier I had 7 remaining. It's because I forgot to put this space bar in. That's why. Now I can take this off, and I can turn this off. And I can take these off as well. I'm going to test it on this computer. Okay. So I'll let you guys know if everything works. While as I get blinded again. Oh, look how it looks though. Oh, you guys can't see how it looks from that far. I'll try to get a cable over there in a minute. Aqua key test, where are you? In my downloads folder where I've never moved you since 2016. Forgot to solder 1 pin. But in theory, I should be good. Let me solder this last pin in, and I'm done. And I can reassemble this. We can put some keycaps on. We can see how it sounds, and we'll be, as the kids say, hunky-dory. Well, I have new switch to switch hitter, so you can see if any of the keys shatter. I'm guessing you mean the other word. Chatter. Chatter. I don't know. I just never found a. I've never had an issue with chattering switches. That's why. It would be a good one to switch to. You're right about that. The kids don't say that. You do. Hello, I'm a kid at heart, so if I say it, obviously the kids say it. It's called being young at heart, buddy. Would recommend trying it from time to time. Okay, so next. If you ever built a Matthias Quiet Click board, you want to check for chatter. If you have any of their new switches, the chattering has been fixed, surprisingly. I actually did talk exclusively with Jesse of Keyboardio about that because he had a 25% failure rate on the on his keyboards, his heirloom model 01s that he sold, and he had a pretty lengthy discussion with Matthias on fixing it because he was not the happiest customer with a 25% failure rate on his boards because of chattering. So all the new ones should be fixed, but if you buy a bag of switches, I have no way of, oh my god, these aren't magnetic, of knowing whether or not yours are, the new ones or not. Scale switches for speed and box switches tend to start chatter after some use. I haven't had any issues with box switches chattering. I have had issues with speed switches chattering though. But I don't really build with speed switches. That's why I've never really cared too much. This screwdriver is the ES120. There's also the ES121, which is the new upgrade for this, which I'd recommend. Either is fine. It's a great screwdriver to have around and screw things with. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's put the back on. I'm so excited for this, everyone. heavy. Gotta switch to the 2.5 because they changed it. One in 4 would be ridiculous bad. 1 in 400 also bad, but more of a we need to fix rather than get lost. Yep. What am I? No, okay, never mind. I have them all. Okay, all the screws. What keycaps, everyone? What? Caps for... Ready, guys? Ready for the reveal? Ready for the review? Oh. 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 Cap. Toxic. These are not lubed. These are stock. I'll try cats. I'll go full meow. I'm not gonna bother with toxic today. You guys have already spent your toxic chip, okay? You guys voted toxic. So you guys have already used your toxic card a long time ago. So don't blame me if I never use it again. You guys have already used that chip. Your toxic credit has expired. You guys are gonna need to renew it with subs and bits, obviously. So far, so good. Oof. Shen with the toxic bit. I wonder how this is going to turn out. Are you wondering how this is going to turn out? I am. Very much so. Why is this here? Don't know. Where's your Giorgio? Giorgio's, I think he's in the hallway right now. Just relaxing. Probably sound too quiet. Probably need to lube. We'll see. I mean, I probably will end up lubing it after using it stock, because that's just the natural course of Switch enthusiasm. But always excited to try a brand new Switch stock to see how it is, see how it stacks up. We'll see. We will see indeed. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Drop the keycap. Huey and Lube is like Superman and Kryptonite. What are you talking about, Max5? Most of my boards are lubed right now. What do you mean, my man? Have you not seen any of my recent builds? SMH. You're behind on the times. This way? No, it's the other way. I know. Well, guys, all the keycaps are on. What do you guys think? You guys ready? There's my snaps. Because everyone snaps these days, right? Oh, this is really hard. Let me get a wrist rest. Where's my nice wrist rests? Like my nice wrist rests. Oh, it's too far away. That's upside down. I don't know if you guys can even hear that. Can you guys hear that? Yeah, you guys can hear that. I like these. These are really smooth. Hey Sassan, thanks for joining. These are the Helios, the brand new orange Helios. I got some prototypes from ZEAL, and these are completely stock right now, unlubed, nice and clean. So one of my big issues with Cherry MX, I mean not Cherry, but MX Xylants, which are the Cherry silent stems in the ZEAL housing, was that they felt kind of squishy for some reason. These don't have that squishy feeling. Like when I push them hard, you can definitely, really hear these kind of loud when I push them hard, right? But from that, you can kind of tell where like they don't have like a mush kind of thing at the end. They still feel pretty solid in terms of typing on them, just quieter. Like they don't have this mush feel, and I didn't like that mush feel with MX Xylants. That's why I don't use MX Xylants. A lot of people in the community who like quiet boards really like them. Let me go sound test, because I know I have my microphone up above. I do have it turned down a little bit, so let me get a reference switch for everyone. So here's a lubed, retooled black on my meme. So it sounds like in hard presses. Same hard presses here. For reference. I know it's not the greatest apples to apples comparison, obviously, but you can still kind of get the, that's just going here, here, here. So is the bottom out hard? It's not like hard, like if it, you know, there's no squishy thing there. Silencing pad, but the silencing pad is, no, it's definitely not as hard as MX Black bottom out, but it's like the best kind of, it's firm. It's firm enough where I don't feel like the squishiness is bad like the MX Xylence. That's one of the reasons I liked ZEALS Xylence switches instead, because how he did the softening still felt firm when I used them. That's why I like his 78 gram Xylence is some of my favorite tactile switches. Of course, I'm excited to try the new V2s when I get them in, but yeah. Did I build the meme? Yes, I did build that meme. Those are lubed, retooled blacks. Does it have a Topra bottom out? Not really. In terms of like total feel, no. Like I said, it kind of varies. I have a steel plate, so this is harsher than you would feel if you used a different material. But for me, this feels so good to me. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We're not done though, because I still got this. You don't think it feels different from Xylence at the bottom? It feels a little bit different from Xylence, but like not terribly so. I was worried about that when ZEALS like, I'm gonna, you know, change the bottom of the silencing pad to the new Xylence and for the Helios. I honestly was worried because he was going in the direction of cherry, and in my mind that was like, is he gonna make them squishy and mushy feeling? Because that's what a lot of people like. And you know what? It's not squishy or mushy. At least not on the steel plate. For me, it feels good. It feels fine. I'm really excited to be using this board. I'm just happy this mirror is rebuilt. I'm so happy this mirror is rebuilt. Oh my goodness. I wish I could like plug this in for LEDs to show you guys. Oof. Well, you guys can't see it, but let's see if I can stretch this poor Lindy cable far enough. Oh my god, that flicker of my camera. Sorry if that's annoying to you. Ugh, Lindy cable look good. Zeal did a good job with these switches. Gatoron did a good job following ZEALS instructions on doing these switches. And they're still going to be improved upon. He said these Helios aren't done yet. Of course, we talked about the housings a little earlier. He's actually going to make the PCB legs a little bit thicker. Not too thick so we're hurting our thumbs, but thick enough where they're going to be very firm and secure in the PCB, because that was an issue. My video is dropping frames. Yes, I have dropped 0.2 frames. No, you're correct, Olivia. I've dropped 421 frames. Rip one frame over 420. I'm not sure what that's about, but I did drop a few frames just right there. Hopefully I don't drop any more. Hopefully not. Out of sync audio too. Uh-oh. I'm not sure what that's about. Testing. Hopefully everything stabilizes now. It's okay now. It's okay, everyone. Either we can all together blame Comcast or all together blame Twitch. Plugging in the PCB, disconnecting did that. Don't drop frames. I could drop my mirror housing. Yep. Yeah, this is my mirror. I will have some content about this coming up soon. Soon. Especially with these extra switches I have. Pretty excited. So, of course, that begs the next question. What am I going to do with these? What am I going to do with these? I have a few options. Okay? We're gonna lay them out there for you now. Okay? Option A, we have TX60. Option B, we have E6. Oh god, don't follow me, big box of stuff. ZEAL PCB? My ZEAL 60? That is an option. I was gonna say my Duck Viper is the other option as well. The classic V2 ZEAL PCB. And other option, of course, is Duck Viperino. So you guys are curious what's in each one? Okay, so Duck Viper, unlubed stock TTC blacks in the E6, lubed 78 gram Xylence V1 with the redone springs. And on the TX60, they are lubed ZEAL housings, 67 gram springs with the Panda stem. That's what everything is. And of course, this is the ZEAL 60 PCB, which I could also put in this like here, because this takes standard PCB. So I could use the ZEAL 60 PCB inside of this. This is the only one that's compatible. The other two have their own unique PCBs. So if I use the ZEAL 60, which I could only use it in this or a tray mount. ZEAL 60 in that. Okay, it's been decided. Just work on putting all these keyboards back into safe places. ZEAL 60 PCB will be a bit looser with the new V2 housings. It's okay, ZEAL. I trust your old PCB and the plate of the TX60 to get the job done. Reduced PCB leg thickness, slightly bigger hole on PCB. I believe, buddy. It's a ZEAL-centric evening. Okay, step 1, bathroom brick. While you guys can also continue guessing what's in the box. What's in the box, everyone? By Okay, so I have one keyboard confessional for tonight, which I think Zeal you're gonna find really funny. I never figured out how to use a bin file to reprogram my Zeal 60. Never. I've never learned how to reprogram this keyboard. I'm just happy for your FN layer. It's the same as the HHKB FN layer for the arrows. But whenever time I've used this board, I've never figured out how to actually program it. That's my guilty. Use the configurator. There was no configurator when I first tried learning. Now there is. So I can. Did I read the instructions? I did? Didn't really make sense. Open it in text. And then change things? Okay. Just open in text. Okay, I tried something? I don't know. I can try it again in the future. I can use the configurator now. Because it's in the configurator, I think. If it's not, I can figure it out later. I'm still debating if I should open that big box behind me at the end of the stream or just save it for a video, because it's pretty impressive. And it is like 100% keyboard related. I know Olivia has something made. I need to reflash the new one? Okay. I'll do it after this, Olivia. You can help walk me through it if I have any issues. Because I know you will. Rage Nation, yes, it is the thing I showed you in Sushi. So, don't spoil. So this Geo also knows. Am I going to put GMK Camping back on this, everyone, when I rebuild it? Is that going to be the consensus of what I'm going to do? Is that the game plan? Camping back on the Champagne TX60? Red Samurai? No. Red Samurai says Nebulant. Zeal just says no. Lunar says keep camping on. I'm open to suggestions. I can give you guys some options after. Red Samurai. Camping, yes. Actually, pretty split. Ish. Boop. Camping on that is pretty questionable, to be honest. GMK Iris, no balls. Oof, Chris. You called me out there, Chris. Can I just use this? Yes, I can. Samurai Alpha's camping mods. Yikes. Oof, look guys, magnetic screws. Good job. That'd make Nebulant happy. They're not super magnet. Oh, maybe I need to remagnetize my magnetizers. Everyone should get one if you don't have one already. These screws are still having trouble leaving. They're like barely like have enough iron content. Or whatever they need. What happened? Oh, my thing's like frozen. This has happened to me before. What did I do to fix it last time? There we go. I waited. I did not drain the battery. Nothing like a screwdriver with software issues. You know it. Nice, simple, clean bottom. Okay. Here's the top. Sandwich mount. Nice and easy. So, need to desolder. Hopefully it isn't too loud. Although I think we established last time it was an acceptable volume. I'm still going to use these switches. I know a lot of people like online always complain, oh, ZEAL housings don't make good sounds. Like, those people haven't heard this board. This board sounds so good with these switches. Put, put, put. That's ready. Wish you had a clip with a flaccid desoldering iron. The tip of this is shiny because I take care of it. When I ask Olivia which one's the best one, she's going to say the same one I have. What I want to get in the near future is I want to actually get an actual soldering station instead of just using this pen. This is the FR301. Zur has it. Olivia has it. It's great. At $265 on Amazon Prime, it hits a good price point. If you're ready to take your desoldering to the next level. Olivia, do you want to wait till December and we can get the paste together? Because that's like the soonest I can get it, probably. Unless, you know. Unless, you know. TE equipment. Yep. Okay, deal. Sounds good. That was quick. Oh, I like that. That's, yeah. What key set will I do? I do not know. It's like people are seeming pretty half and half about me using camping, so I'm not sure. Why spend that over the 888? Because it's pretty good. Because it's pretty good, Geo. You can see Hako blue and yellow looks nasty. D is definitely at solid entry level. I definitely agree. Hey, Tech Fresh, good to see you here. Good to see you here. Is Apocalypse? Oof, Holy Panda sold quick. You love how this gun sounds like a moose in mating season. Never realized you're talking about that until now. Thanks, Wix. Good fodder for the Top Flat Creator series. See what tools people create. Moose. 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 Well, if you're in Top Gun. Oops, messed up. If you're in Top Gun. Goose. 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 I haven't watched Top Gun in a long time. I should rewatch Top Gun. So should you. Then you should find then you should find a friend to do the Top Gun high five. Where you're like, bam, bam. You know what I'm saying? Needs a silencing ring for the FR301. Oops. Housings come off kind of easily when there's a switch top removal. Still a lot of solder on that one, actually. I actually don't like these IC pullers. I really don't like these. But they're like the most comfortable to use, but like the least effective. So it's like a 50-50. How are the switches? The new switches are in fact very tactile. I have them right here. So what's the stream about? Did you get the V2s? Hey, TechFresh, I did get my V2s. I just built the Helios earlier into my Mira, and now I'm desoldering this TX60 to install these new 62-gram ZEALS round 2. So much excess solder in this. I don't know what I was thinking when I soldered this. Was I drinking when I soldered this? Well, at least when they work easily. Ah! Why do I keep doing this to myself? Why? Topper keycap puller pull-out switch. I actually have one of those in front of me I could use. It does work decent. I've used it before. That switch fell somewhere. I'll deal with it later. Why do I do this to myself? You wonder if Halo stems be better. Zeal says they aren't, because he designed his new stems to be better than those in terms of the tactility for the environment, and I mean the environment by the housing and leaf combination. So Sometimes you just gotta give it the old Huey try. See? Oh, this one is actually done in by a bit of solder. Yeah, Zeal is very generous with his samples. Okay, so I'm like just real quick. These stabilizers are still good, so I'm just gonna reuse them. I've used this board really recently, so you guys aren't gonna have to watch me relube all these stabilizers again. I even need to unscrew them because they're all PCB mounted. I don't know why, but they are. And they're tight. Here we go. See, Zeal makes his PCB very easy because he marks the switches. I know where the 7U goes because he marked it. Yeah, there's something I need to pull off this PCB, which is a socket that got stuck from some kind of Panda or Temu switch I had on it. So I'm gonna grab that real quick. Come on, heat up. Here we go. Don't do what I'm doing at home. Come on. There we go. It's okay, I got this socket out without sucking it up. That was the goal. Okay, let's put PCB to the side because I don't care about that PCB because that PCB actually kind of sucks. So let's take this plate. Let's do this plate a solid, even though it won't matter in 5 minutes once I get my fingerprints back all over it. But let's grab a little Lysol wipe. Do a nice little, you know, wipey. So for at least 30 seconds, it'll be very, very nice and clean and pristine. Just about 10 seconds. That's all it needs. It just needs to be clean for 10 seconds. Bam. Just gonna put gloves on. It won't matter. My soldering gloves are dirty, so. Is the 7U spacebar wire bent? It is a little bit, but I've never had an issue with it. Like, honestly, it's... I don't know how it got bent, but, like, it works completely fine. Perfectly. It's like magic. Okay, let's see how loose they are, as you claim, Zeal. The answer is they don't even hold on. They barely do. So I'm gonna go in order. Make sure they all get in then. I'm gonna need numbers for these to hold in. They feel great for these 62-gram ones, these light ones. It's like nice and snappy at a light weight, which I like personally. This light snappiness. Hear that, you guys? You can like probably just hear that snappiness. These aren't lubed yet. I'm going to be using these stock. Fortunately, this is a switch top removable plate, so I can revisit these and lube these without desoldering in the near future, which I will do. Oh, that was easy. Let's see. More switches and PCB. Purple on purple. Man, maybe in the future I definitely need to look toward getting some new black on gold and gold on black PCB. Although I don't know what many customs coming out that I'd get that are actually compatible is the only bad thing. And I don't need to replace this PCB because of hard justification to get one. Will there be various V2 ZEALS at NorCal? Zeal said he's not going to get his in until the shipment in until December, so probably not. But you can try my boards out, and other people who may have samples and maybe attending the meetup. Been liking the brass top plates. They have class. They are nice. Ba, 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 ba. Ba-da-da-ba, ba-da-da-da-da. Ah, something just fell out, but that's okay. Because I need to straighten a pen. Oh, I know what key fell out. The key that's always loose when you have loose switches. This corner. Look, guys, my PCB repairs. You can see how how Huey fixes PCBs. Which you guys will see me reflow those fixes when I build this up again. Are springs crunchy? No, they're not. Surprisingly, no. He looks like these have new springs that don't crunch. Same with the Helios that I built earlier. Scotch tape and solder wire, diode legs and Scotch tape. I can replace the Scotch tape with Captain tape, so it'll be better. Technically better. I can replace it with I have wire. I can do it with wire if you guys want to see me actually fix it properly. Because I do have actual wire now. I'm gonna trust my gut on these. The Alias springs are crunchy. Yeah, a lot of people have had issues with the Alias springs. I agree. They need work. Unbend this pin. Okay, ready to solder. Make sure everything's in. Okay. Let's get to it. Here we go again. Bump it up, bump it up, bump it up. Anchor switches. Hey Faza, yes, I did build with the Helios before this in my mirror. I'll show it off again after I finish this one up. Oof. Yes. Dial theme. How well does the little filter fan work? The thing about getting one, do I like? It's okay. It's hard to recommend. It's not like super effective. It gets the job done. Kind of thing, where it's not as strong as I'd like it to be in terms of the fan suction. But like it technically gets the job done. For me, it usually just doesn't seem effective because I have my fan on, and my fan is pretty powerful on top of me, so it kind of like diffuses everything stronger than the fan right here. So I need to move this wire here closer to that, and when I solder, I need to make sure I actually get that wire in to the solder. So actually, I'm going to touch on where the wire is. There we go. Get the wire in there. Yes. How to Fix Lifted Pads by Huey. Same thing for this one. Is this the new TS100? No, this is just the TS100. The new one's the TS80. It's a smaller one with an aluminum housing, and that one works on USB PD, which is a high power delivery USB-C. That one's great for portability, like real portability. This one isn't as good, but still really good. I do want to get a Pace station or a nice Hako station for Christmas. That's when I'm expecting to get a new soldering station instead of just using this guy. But this guy's great because the heating element is directly on, so directly like right there, so it heats up super fast and holds temperature pretty well. forgot my gloves. Oh well. And my glasses. Didn't hear if you answered your driving. Will you lube a Zealius when you're stock versus lube relative sound? Possibly. Possibly. You mean like a single switch? I don't think you'll get a good idea if I just lubed a single switch. But I can. I am planning on lubing all of these after maybe a week or so of using it. One's a pain. Is it sticking? I think it is. So I'm just gonna test that one out after I assemble it. Oof, just received a ZEALS 60 hex. Exciting. Single switch for now. Anticipation is killer. Yeah, I can lube a single one as well as a Helios as well if people are interested. After I finish building this board and giving it keycaps on it, a little bit of sound testerino. Definitely something I can do. I mean, it won't be super precise or anything, but it's something I can do. Making my way, soldering switches, soldering switches, soldering switches. Bum 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 bum. Seal switch. Bum 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 bum. Soldering next to the MCU. Always feels kind of sketch. But it's okay because I'm a pro, quote unquote. Oof, almost ready, almost ready. I always forget, like, after building, like, a TKL, soldering at 60% just, like, seems to fly by. So, for anyone who's, you know, looking forward to these version 2 switches from Zeal, which weight are you looking most forward to for, like, the normal Zealio? 62, 65, 67, 78? Are you looking forward to Helios? Are you looking forward to News Islands? I want to hear what you're looking forward to. I'm still looking most forward to 78 gram Silence, because that's like my favorite of ZEALS switches since I felt them. But you know, I do have a soft spot for 62 gram ZEALS, so that's why I requested this batch to be 62 grams. So it's like a trip down memory lane. Okay. Should be all soldered in. The new Helios are orange. Helios. Yes, a lot of people are going to be excited for those. Helios. I like the Helios so far. I think I'll like them even more once they're lubed. Okay, let me test everything this works. Hopefully everything works according to plan with these traces I had to fix up. Oh, so bright. Look at it. It's RGs and Bs. Oh, everything works. Except the corner switch, which probably just isn't programmed because it's soldered in. So I'll have to figure that out. FN. Okay, sweet. Everything works. Everything works. So let's I don't necessarily want to assemble this now, but I do just to show you guys how it sounds, because I'm gonna like open it up and reprogram it again in a little bit, but it's okay. I do it for the people. I do it for all of you. So, simple sandwich. Here's the bottom of the TX60. The plate and PCB sandwich is just in right there, and there's of course a little lip on the top, and this rail just kind of just aligns in. Once it aligns in, we can flip the whole thing over, and then we can just get these long boy screws and screw them through. You're gonna need to hold that top plate though up when you screw it through, because it has a tendency to want to fall down a little bit. So you've got to hold it in like that while you get one corner in. Programming does require opening space escape set it to bootloader. Thanks, Zeal. I like that. I always rely on the physical button because like physical buttons have never let me down. But knowing that helps too. Do all the corners first. Okay, so key sets are a thing I need to decide. So camping was on here. Camping can return on here. I still have the keycaps right here for camping. But it seems like it's a mix, whether or not people want to see camping return to the champagne. That's the thing. Chris is saying Iris. No huevos. No eggs? Let's throw camping back on it. Be like, not bad, not bad. 9009, also an option. Dolch is an option. Red Samurai can be an option. Give us some choices. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm really bad with champagne as a color, to the point where, like, what goes with champagne? Huey doesn't know. Red, Samurai, or camping. Essay profile. Only essay profile I have is lime. Did you already finish soldering? Yes, I did, Olivia. Thank you for sending me the hex file, by the way. So I can try it with your configurator in a moment. GMK only. I'm gonna stick with ZEALS GMK only for this one. You want to see me try out the config? I can't do it on stream because I have a different computer for that. You don't know if it works with ZEALS 60? Well, I will find out for you. Whether it works with the ZEALS 60 Revision 2. If you want to guys go back to the past, let me show you guys a blast from the past right here. ZEALS 60 Revision 2 2017. You see that, guys? 2017. For a lot of people, that feels like forever ago, even though it wasn't forever ago. Go real zeally and throw some Skidata on it. I don't have Skidata. I got Honeywell. I got Dolch. I got Red Samurai. I got 9009. I got Muted. Oh, Muted. Muted? Muted. I got, Cyan. I got, no, not Cyan. Because they don't have a proper... Red Samurai seems pretty popular. I have put Red Samurai on this before in the past, so it was pretty popular when I posted that on Instagram. I can do it again. Okay, I'll give people what they want. Alchemy. I did not order alchemy. Okay, I'll do it for the people. No accents. I need to desolder and lube my cream switches anyways. Huey, are you still drinking hella caffeine? I haven't been drinking caffeine. I did not drink caffeine all stream, although I am caffeinated. What do you guys think of how this looks? Never should have switched this to camping. Oof. I think this TX60 with both camping and Red Samurai are like my most popular pictures I've ever posted on Instagram. Not that I'm like Instagram popular or anything, even among keyboard people, but like I think those two are the ones where I got the most positive reception. People like the Champagne TX60. Does anyone know what anime OP that is? Today, people received TX White version. Ooh, I haven't seen any pictures. Can you post any links for that? Oh, DQ. Oh, DQ, you funny. Oh, okay. So it sounds like, where did wrist rest go? I just had it. See? I want to see this picture, actually. TX plus pad. Oof, the white does the... No, actually not a fan of the white that much. That spring lube station, though, is A+. That's so cool. I want a spring lube station, guys. You mean bag? These are very tactile. Oh my goodness. Initial impressions. Initial impressions. I like these. I like nice crispy tactile. These are... Is there a problem? Oh no, what? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, what was there an uh-oh for? No, sorry. I dramatically paused because I wanted to collect my thoughts. Oof. I like these. Come side to side with the Holy Panda. Oh, your stream reset. Wicks, I can definitely do that. The only thing is, this is unlubed, and both my Holy Pandas are lubed. So, I'll grab it real quick, though. So these are the 62 grams that I have in this. And of course, reference, I have my Alice, the flex board. This is lubed. And reference. So the pitch is definitely a bit higher in the tone than even the lubed Holy Pandas, but these will drop significantly when you lube these. Just like these switches I had that I lubed with all ZEAL housings. Initial impressions, very, very high though. Very high. So this does remind me, if you guys remember, a lot of people said, when Royals came out, they didn't like how the tactility felt sharp, and it felt, they said, quote, too sharp and rough for that giant bump. And a big part of that was Royals had this weird scratchiness near the top because of that giant bump. This is like that, but smooth, which is really nice. So it doesn't feel like overly rough on the top, which is really nice. But it has this like that. I don't even know what that. I don't know what that was. But Oh. They have some similarities to Holy Pandas. The bump is at the very top. A small kind of difference about these and why they feel different is Holy Panda, you go into the bump. The bump's really early, but you go into the bump still. While for these V2s, there's no pre-travel, so you're already at you're at the bump. Like the bump is bump. It's just straight bump. While for Holy Pandas, you go into the. There's just a small little part that you feel that you creep into the bump, and the bump's just right there. For this, you're like already at bump. I don't know why I'm doing it like towards you. You can't. I'm trying to make a graph of how I feel it, but like doing it towards you makes no sense. But I think you guys should hopefully know what I mean. I'll have like a video and stuff about this. So for its actual value compared to a Holy Panda, I mean the value is there, even at the premium, quote unquote, ZEAL tax, as some people like to say, of $1 a Switch. Yeah, very technical force curve Huey. T-Rex arm Huey is back. I would say you get these Switches for different reasons. Like, I wish there was an affordable version of a Holy Panda, because there's something nice about the small lead up into the bump until you get there. And this is also really nice, just being at the bump. They both feel really great. Oh, I can't wait to lube these, actually. I might actually lube these before I lube the Helios, because with my 2-lube method, I think I could make some magic happen with these. Based off how they sound now. Because I made my Helios sound amazing, I made these switches sound amazing, and I think I can do something very similar with these based off how they are. So okay, let me bring out the Helios. I know some people missed out on the Helios earlier, so I do want to bring that back out. Ugh. Here's the Helios board. I'll clean that up all later. Future Huey problems, you know what I mean? Oof. Zeo, I'm going to need to change. I don't think. Zeo, for the Zephyrs, can we change it to version 2 switches, or do those come after the Zephyrs? Because if those come after the Zephyrs, I'm going to get Helios. But if I can change it to a version 2, I'm going to change it to a version 2. I forgot when the Zephyrs are supposed to ship. They're all V2 for Zephyr. Oof. Ooh, oof. I'm excited for my purple Zephyr. So, these do need work on the sound, IMO, but lube. But of course, I don't think Zeal has ever heard these like this, because if you guys don't know Zeal, he lubes all the switches he ever gets. Like, he doesn't even use them stock. He just, like, receives switches and lubes them right away. So this is very exciting. This is very exciting. I'm going to need to do some typing sounds later tonight. I'll be uploading them on the YouTube channel, so other people who may have missed the streams can find out. I have this giant box behind me, though. I don't know. What should I do with it, guys? don't know what to do with this giant box. Wouldn't even use Helio stock. Gotta lube. Sleep on it. Unboxing. Context. Keep the box seal. How is the bump compared to Holy Pandas? I did describe it a little bit earlier. It's different. It's different. It has a higher magnitude, but the main difference is for the Zeal V2, you start at the bump. You're already at the bump. For Holy Pandas, it's nice because it's very minute. Your brain doesn't register it, but your fingers do. There's a very tiny creep up for the bump for Holy Pandas before you get to that nice rounded bump. Zeals are nice because you're already at the, like, you basically start at the bump, so it's you immediately feel it, and the tactility that you feel is what's the opposite of a crescendo? Descent. Chris is in music. Chris, you know what I'm talking. What's the what the thing? Basically, it's a quick down off the bump, and that's the tactility you feel in the Zeal V2. And that's a really, really nice decrescendo. I don't know why I didn't know why I didn't think decrescendo was a word. Diminuendo. Diminuendo. One of those. But this is really sharp down because you start at the bump, and then it's like a really sharp. The switch just falls down really quickly, and that's a really, really, really nice tactile feeling for the Zeal, and that's why it's so nice. Like, oh, I want to lube these, and I want to put these to work. I want to put these to work. I'm pretty excited, and this makes me even more excited for the heavier 78-gram Xylants that I hopefully will be getting once those come in. It's gonna be so excited. So that's gonna be it's gonna be right. It's like a roller coaster. You're right at the climax. Yeah, this is like all killer, no filler. You're just right there in the action for every press. So it's gonna be a good. These switches have me really high. I'm not gonna lie. For the last like month, 2 months, for me that's like the biggest hype thing. Released 3 months ago was like creams, all palm, oof. Then Zeal's like, you know what? He just threw down the gauntlet. I got Holy Pandas beat. I will say asterisk, yes. Asterisk. This is, I know this is a hashtag. I don't have enough fingers that can contort to make an asterisk. But if I did a video edit, there'd be a big asterisk on the screen. But for a pure value argument, as they are, they're absolutely fantastic. If you're looking for a high tactility switch, like most all switches, they will be greatly benefit if you lube them. My big thing about them is they do have a kind of high pitch. I would personally consider switching the top to maybe a cherry top, or my personal favorite is a milky gator on top, like I did with my Telios. Do that with some lube, and I think it's gonna have a really nice sound signature with that great bump. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm gonna try just lubing it first, the Huey way, which is 3204 and 1514. Before I tried top swapping, but I'm gonna try that first after maybe a few days. So you're definitely gonna use crescendo. I like it. I like it. But yeah, any questions? Unless you guys want me to get to the box. The top gives it reduced wobble. Zeal is right. So there's a reduced wobble in these new. Well, the cat you can't tell because cat's just big, but this does have a reduced. So they have a sharp bump compared to the rounded Holy Pandas. Yes, these are nice, sharp, and crisp. Holy Pandas are big and round. It's like a shorted roundness, while Zeals are like Making these shapes probably actually means like nothing, but they do to me, and I hope at least somewhat they can help explain the idea. But yeah, it's a sharp peak, and you're already at the top, so you're going right through that tactility, which feels really, really crisp, really nice, really sharp for that tactility. Holy Panda is a small lead up, and then a large rounded bump. I mean large in magnitude, not length. Then after the magnitude, it drops off again. It's like a less intense and smoother royal. It's a smoother royal. It's still really intense, but it doesn't have any of that scratchiness. Like, it feels good. It feels good being at that peak. Cause like, I think a lot of people have this idea. I felt this when I used royals, where it feels like royals gave up some smoothness just to be more intense in that tactile snappiness at the beginning, right? That's how I feel about it. And this doesn't make that compromise. This is like, no, you're going to have a big tactile snap, and you're going to start at it, and it's going to be, Zealio smoothness, which you add some lube to this, and you're kind of set. Like, honestly, I could just probably lube these straight, because Zeals don't really need to be broken in, because they're already so smooth. Yeah, I'm so excited. It's funny, I have Halo switches coming on the way. I have 2 bags of tangerines. I have like 6 different switches I need to build with still, but I'm just so enamored about these switches right now. Maybe it's just like the honeymoon period, because I just got these and I just built these. So I'll definitely be reporting throughout the week and throughout next week how I feel about these switches, how they are going, yes and no. Ask Huey to check out other weights. Yes, Zeal did send me some other weights of the different switches. I have some weights here: 78 gram V2, 67 V2, 65 V2. This is for Xylens and ZEALS. Xylens and Zealios. So, yay. Check out the 78 gram. Well, I'm a big fan of the 78 gram. Well, at least of the 78 gram Xylens. Oh, wow. I know, Xylens aren't in yet. This is pretty intense, but what's that chirping sound? There's a chirp. Yeah, there's a spring sound with a heavier spring, and I think it's because the spring is doing a lot of work. Tactility leaf. I hear a leaf. No, actually, I hear the spring is with the leaf as well, though. I would recommend this in feel, but this needs lubed. Like ASAP for anyone who's interested in 78 grams. I'm interested in these. This feels in my hand, not mounted. Like, I will mount this. I keep this on my pegboard. Look at me. Oh, don't worry, guys. Huey is prepared. Huey is prepared with this ugly ass GMK escape. Something wrong. There's something. It just sounds wrong with that metallic sound. 62 gram next to it with a cyan escape. They both feel nice. Because the tactility is like so big, for this I actually like the lighter weight quite a bit. It's kind of the same reason I like BKE lights for the Topo Redux as opposed to like the BKE heavies. You can't sound a difference too? What? Can't believe 3 hours has passed. This has been a fun doozy of a stream. 67, 65 test. Okay, let me put them in order actually. Real quick. So I have the 67 at the end. Let me put the 67 gram at the end. 62 at the beginning. Okay? Right? We can do this in order. We can do this in order. 67, 65. I don't know. I'm not sure why you sent me Telios, because I'm sure they're the same still. But let's do this in order. So here's 65. Nice little gradient of purple. Give me a 1, 2, 3, 4 from left to right for what's your favorite purple. Oh, the different housings with the Telios, the less wobble, I'm guessing. One, 4, 4. My favorite purple in terms of like just raw color, I kind of like 2 actually, 2 and 4. They're weird. I hope you're saying 1. 1's almost like almost a pastel-y kind of purple. For me, 2 is like an actual purple before it gets to like dark purple. Like royal, these look almost the same. I can barely tell the difference between 3 and 4 to my eyes, and my camera's picking it up pretty well. Okay, well, I'm going to put these on because I have 4 escapes. So it goes 62, 65, 67, 78. It's just like normal ZEALS. My favorite are 62 and 67. I can pick them out right away so easily. If I do a quick rating just based off this really simple stainless steel switch thing, 2 favorites, 3rd, 4th. So tied for firsts, 3rd, 4th is how I view these switches. I really need to get like some rubber slits right here so that it doesn't slide around as much. Say that again. So my favorites are the 62 and 78, probably tied depending on which board I put them in. And then after first, if they're tied for first, the next is going to be 3rd place is going to be the 67, and my least favorite, 65. They all feel pretty good though. Like even though I say 65 is my least favorite, they all feel pretty good. Do the heavier variants have a longer and a rounder bump? It feels ever so slightly rounder than like the 62. Where it's closer to Holy Pandas actually, but still like you still start at the top. But it has a roundness before it cuts. So instead of, you know, cutting immediately down like this, like for this one goes out just a tiny bit and then it goes down. So this one definitely feels, that's why I like these two the most. This is great for, you know, that falling straight down, just that high tactility. You're already there, you're sliding in, you then use that long slide down that creates that tactile feeling. Because a lot of tactile feeling isn't created off the force gained up. Tactility is felt based off the change in force, a great difference in change of force. When you change from, you know, your finger pushes something strong and something gets really weak, as your finger moves through that you feel that tactility. And you feel it really good with these two, in my opinion. This one's slightly rounder, but still extremely strong. This one very sharp. And these two, this one's actually pretty sharp as well, but the weight just kind of feels, I've always felt odd about the 65 gram weight. 78 is the most reminiscent of Holy Pandas, but it's still like, it's still, you know, in its complexity, a version 2. I'm hearing this leaf. This leaf. I don't know if you guys, it's picking up for you guys. I hear it a lot for the 78. And I only hear it with the 78. Maybe change to 78. Okay, I'm gonna put it right next to the microphone. You guys can probably hear it. If I do this. You guys hear that chirping, right? Not the spring, but the actual chirping. When I did that. And the 67 one I have actually has spring noise. But the 62 and 65 are fine. I will change the 67 and 78. Maybe it's just those switches. There's a new 67. Let me swap it. Nope, still there. And let me switch out the 78. So, those will need lube. For those heavier weights, it seems like those heavier weights, because the spring and leaf are very tightly wound due to the weight of it, highly would recommend lubing those ASAP. ASAParino. So I'm going to change out the 78s. Seems to have mostly gone away. Because this is just normal friction now. And the switch actuating and clicking because of the tactile bump. Okay, so it looks like for the 78 it was just that one. But the 67 one, this is a second one in a row. Because if I do the same thing with the other ones, which is, you know, push it down and then lift that really fast so the spring goes out really quickly, and see if the spring has sound from that. Only the 67 has that issue. And that's for two 67s. I don't know if I'm just unlucky and I got two 67s like that in a row. 78 is fine. It was just that one, that first one. 78. My personal recommendation, 62 or 78, based off only having a handful of switches, based off having a board full of these 62s. Highly would recommend so far if you guys haven't checked it out yet. Worth it to at least get a batch. And I think these, how ZEAL has totally revised these switches, definitely exciting, makes ZEALios much more exciting. As you all know, ZEALios have been running since like 2016 now, and it's been 11, 12, 13, a million rounds it feels like, right? Which is great. That means, you know, these are the switches that have been moving a lot, and ZEAL decided it's finally time for some change. I think this is one of the best ways he could have changed the ZEAL formula for the better. I'm excited. So for those who are into high tactile switches, awesome. I'm hoping for those who still enjoy a more mild tactility, ZEAL will still be offering V1s. Even if he has to, cut the amount of weights he offers because of too many SKUs. I'm hoping those are still available for people who are into that. I'm not sure how those will sell with the introduction of this, because the community likes moving in waves towards certain things, and right now one of the big things for tactile is the high tactile bump game. Hence the popularity of, you know, the BKE Reduxes and Holy Pandas and Holy Chickies, and now we're going to be these. Anything else for tonight before I end it? Are the V2 similar to Holy Chickies? I don't know. I've only built like 1 or 2 Holy Chickies, and they all binded. I had binding problems, so I never really made a whole batch of them. Any last questions tonight? Should I get to the box? I have to clean up my whole desk if I want to get to that big box behind me. Box? Box? If you guys are willing to wait for me to clean up my desk, I can get to the box. Because it'll take up more than this camera space to show. Do the new switches have resemblance to Topra? No, they do not. What's in the box? Is it weird that I'm actually also reminded when people ask what's in the box? I'm actually very much reminded of the movie Holes. That's all I have to say about that. When at the end, when Shia LaBeouf and his friend find that box that has his family's name on it, which is, by the way, one of the most uncreative names in the world. His last name is his first name, just spelled backwards. Come on. But then, like, the crazy warden is like, what's in the box? I have to know. And it turns out he becomes rich. And it turns out he becomes upper middle class. What a movie reflecting the experiences of America. The fortune he wins earns him. Actually, it's more than upper middle class. He's a statue, right? He's a statue in his driveway or backyard. So I guess that's upper class, because upper middle class people don't have statues. Spoiler alert. No alerts here, just spoilers. Especially on Corollas. Yeah. It's blue. Oh, those onions did look really good, though. You are right about that. I dropped a switch earlier. I gotta find it, too. Found it. So all these switches. So one thing I would... hard to recommend right now when I can't find it. I really can't find what I was looking for. I'll show you guys what I recommend. That's okay. Okay, I'm gonna move this keyboard out of the way. Okay, we're almost ready for the box, everyone. Your Corolla has a spoiler. See, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. This stream was sponsored by Biscotti. Please give me Biscoff, not Biscotti. Biscoff. Please give me money for eating this lotus on stream. Eating this lotus. Lotus, please sponsor me for eating this Biscoff on stream. Yum. ASMR chewing, baby. You guys ready? How did he close this? Goodness gracious, my dude. Cutting towards you, yay. Pants falling down, yay. Using your knife like an edgy character in a video game, yay. Not sure why I got a manual starting guide. Shouldn't have. Unless I got shipped the wrong thing. Oh my god, I can't even like get this out of the box. Takis are really good. Oh. Oh, how am I gonna like freaking have to like tighten my pants just so they don't fall off? I'm standing for you guys. Doing hard work for y'all. Okay. How am I gonna tackle this? Ugh. Come on. Gravity is a movie featuring Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. Come on, Gravity. Oh my goodness. It's working. Ugh. Oh, come on, Sandra Bullock and actors. Oh god. Okay. I see the head. The head's coming out. Get ready. I gotta do one big push, guys. Things falls out for the bits. What is this? This is well packed. Heaviest monolith. Where am I breathing? I have to clean this up later too. Okay, this is heavier than I thought. This is all metal. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys the kicker about this. These switches, who wants to guess what switches these are? MX Blacks, baby. MX Black switches. This is all metal, by the way. Has a trackball. Has a rotary knob. MX blocks. Oh, these are not double shot though, but that's okay. All these are MX blacks. All this is MX blacks, MX blacks. These are all MX blacks over here. These are not. These are tactile, got knobs. So this is a pet project I have. I got this for $100 including shipping, if no one's curious. That's how much I got this thing for. These are DSA. Whew. It was $60 for this and $40 for shipping, approximately. And I lost a screw somewhere I need to find. I don't know where, but here this is. This was in the giant box. All this was $100, yep. And lube the stabilizer. And wash all these keycaps. Figure out how this works and work it. It is a control panel. It does have a power in. Probably gonna replace this screen. I'm gonna replace this trackball because it's kind of bad. Yeah, hand wire. I depending on how the PCB is laid out, I might have to end up hand wiring a lot of it. The switch is mounted in a plate. Let me find out. Let me look at this on the big camera. At least what I can get of it. I still have to like prop it up with my body. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I got my knee. Yes, there is a plate. These are plate mounted. And disgusting. Oh shit, what order was this? Oh, these are labeled I, U, Y, okay. They're labeled with letters so I can find where they went. There's not a dust bunny, but like a dust demon that has to be dwelling in this. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like how the different alphas are differently colored for different things. Wow, this is so dusty. But shined, well used. This has gone through a lot. Let's see that spacebar stab wire. Okay, let me get you guys a spacebar. Cherry MX blacks. These are pretty smooth too. These are well worn in cherry switches, and I got a lot of them. Navies, this would be dank. A lot of things in this would be dank. How do I get the spacebar out? Shit. Let me reach for another. Come on. Come on, Huey. Haha. Oh, PCB mount stabilizer. Wow. Unclip, no lube. It is a 2U shift. Oh. Wait, there's a giant ass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8U stabilizer wire, guys. Oh, it's tipped back. 8U stabilizer wire. It uses Sarin skew with cherry. X-Ching. Oh, you guys can't see that keycap. X-Ching. Rave. I got a rave. Are you guys ready to rave? Bam, 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 bam. So, 8U Winnicus TKL coming soon, calling it. Be the change you want to see in the world, Wix. So, if I know this correctly, let me show you guys the other side. Where I got the rotary dial. But when this has power, if I can move it a little more, these buttons here have lights, and these actually glow because it'll tell you what's active. I just need to figure these out as well, because these will be glowy buttons. So, overall, pretty happy with the deal I got here. I feel like I need to wash after washing. Yeah, I need to wash this up. I need to make a good project out of this. Good projects. Looking forward to it. My hands are actually already, like, you guys can't tell, but I can tell. They're like getting gray if I'm touching this. The keycaps look like M8. M8 has reduced stem length. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, they actually know they are. They have reduced stem length. I can tell. Ugh, these are M8 keycaps. See? Stem cruciforms are super low profile. Inside, recessed inside. Good call, Zeal. So these are M8 keycaps. Cool. That's unexpected and really cool. More scoop. Yeah, these are more scooped than DSA. That much I felt. Originally I thought these were DSA all scooped. Oh, oops. Is that? Oh, those are PCB mounted. So the top part is PCB mounted. If only this button worked. If only this button worked. But yeah, I think you guys can see the scoop from this. I hold it like this. See how the text kind of disappears before you get, as you get to there you go. One, 2, 3. That's 48 PCB mounted MX blocks. Then I got all the keys in the bottom. Loose ass rotary wheel I need to adjust. Got some knobs and dials everywhere. Yeah, this is a project I have to work on. Any questions, I guess, before I end the stream? Because it's at a pretty long point. I'll take pictures of it later. Oof, Zeal putting pictures of double shots. Oof, yep. M8. Now you can see them all next to each other. It looks pretty different, yeah. I'm a big fan of it. I'm a big fan of it. Ugh, I need to work on this. This is gonna be a Huey a very long-winded Huey project. That's probably gonna be either a multi-part video or one very long compiled video of what I end up doing with it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it completely. I have some ideas in my head. It literally won't fit on my desk. So, yeah, stay tuned. And I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it. Emma is very clean. Thank you for the pictures, by the way. But yeah, it looks, yeah, it looks pretty good. Any other questions as I end the stream, everyone? Otherwise, I'll be on Discord. I'll be typing on my Mira. With the Helios, and I'll be swapping between that and my 62-gram Zelio V2s on and off every day between those two keyboards. More videos coming soon, finishing up the CA66 review. Top Clack tomorrow, catch that when you get a chance. Tomorrow, Brian is going to be streaming his Zelio V2 build, so keep an eye out on that if you want to hear Brian's opinions on the Zelio V2s as well as the Helios. He actually got the same Switch as I did, so you get his take on the same Switches. If you're curious on hearing that, so keep that in mind. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has gone a very, very long time, 3 hours, 38 minutes right now. So thank you everyone so much for watching. I'll post more pictures of these keycaps and this giant thing after I find a missing screw. Yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching. Catch you next time. Links down below, YouTube, Discord, etc. Everything. Stay classy, everyone. Stay classy.